There we go.
Hello.
And then this and that. We are officially live.
Yay.
Welcome. Happy.
Happy. I think this looks pretty nice so far. Hello.
Let's.
I bet Dolly's here first already. Hey, Zach. Lexi, I got a lidded cup this time. I remember Colton was saying like, oh, cats are gonna get it. I'm like, I know, I should get a lidded cup. Hey, Pien.
What? Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello, Dolly. Appears nice. Your art looks so nice.
Oh, thank you.
Hello. How's everybody doing today?
I'm gonna be coloring this later on with one of our head reference models, so that's what I'm prepping for. Hey, Variant. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello. Wish I can draw like you. You can.
You've come to the right place, that's for sure, because we teach
how to draw.
We teach drawing and art.
And anime styles and stuff, and just a bunch of variety of things, background, so you can feel free to ask questions, you know? Here we go.
Oh, sorry. Liquid.
It's all good.
Hi, Christina and Colton. Hello.
Hi.
Do you have any tips when drawing backgrounds? Mine always looks wonky. What kind of backgrounds do you want to learn how to do?
Yeah.
Maybe you just draw like a couple of different heads and stuff.
Sure. Okay, I like this one. I think I want to do light perspective, please. What do you mean by light perspective? Do you mean like perspective and light and shadow?
Maybe like architecture, buildings and stuff. Big buildings, small buildings, houses. I mean, they're really just blocks.
Really, baby blocks.
Baby blocks?
They're like little, I don't know, toy blocks that you put together.
Yeah.
How do you know when is the right time to draw? I don't.
I don't know if there is a
draw
right
when I
time to
feel
draw.
like.
Just
That's
when
an
you feel like
interesting
it.
Yeah.
How do you know when the right time is to draw?
How do you know when the right time is
when
to...
the rooster crows 3 times.
Before the rooster crows. I've not played the demo. I'm waiting for when the full game comes out because I don't want to spoil myself.
Mainly just architecture, like buildings and stuff.
Like city buildings.
I would say one of the most overlooked things by people who are kind of newer is camera lenses. Camera lenses is really important when it comes to drawing like city shots and stuff, because it's like, how much do you see? If you do any photography, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, but like a city shot in a 24mm lens versus a 55mm lens versus like an 80mm lens, very, very different experience. Very different experience.
I still can't really tell which is what each lens looks like. 85mm.
It's like relatively long-ish. It's not like a telescope.
Oh, okay.
We tend to see kind of in like a 50mm. Why is it doing this again? Stupid
What is
TikTok.
what?
It's making the windows disappear.
I struggle with shadows with placing where my light source is. Your shadows, shapes, and all this stuff will be caused with depending on where the light source is on the face, and then the forms also cause shadows, so that does get pretty difficult.
Hey, Lau.
Hello.
Like Lego blocks? Kinda?
Yeah, kind of like Lego blocks. If you want to go and describe that, you can.
I don't really have anything to describe right now.
What buildings did you even draw back then anyways?
Back then?
Well, like, have you drawn any buildings recently? How are your lines so smooth? I've drawn a lot. How can I make both eyes even looking? I like to do guidelines. Like, even with heads like this, I will draw like a little curved piece of paper like this. And this will mark the top of my eye, and this will mark the bottom of my eye. And then I just like do the same thing on the other side. So like, I usually like to draw like one eye first and one shape, not exactly the whole entire eye. And then once I'm happy with that, then I go and draw it on the other side and just make sure that it's the same length, roughly.
Nah, that doesn't work at all, does it?
So if I'm like confused on where this is, I just droop, put a line there. If I want my iris here, and I want to do the same thing over here on this side, I just droop, add a little line. You're making like your own guidelines. That's really it.
How can I make both eyes even looking?
Yeah, I was answering that question.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
I like thinking in terms of like the Marco Polo, you know?
Yeah.
I have not drawn a lot today, but hopefully I'll get some practice in today as we stream.
We do have a head drawing video and stuff, or we have a few head drawing videos on our TikTok. When I see elves, reminds me of Freerin. Yeah, she's like the most famous elf nowadays.
That is definitely the elves are definitely a free run trigger these days.
Yep. Ooh.
Not BH Gamer. Jaked here for 8 months.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
8 months?
Have we really been streaming that long? That is crazy.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Can we get some W's in the chat for the Jake tier member for 8 months?
Yeah.
Y'all want to know how old we are, chat? We got an 8-month sub.
That's pretty old.
Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you very much.
How do you get the neck to not look so wonky? I don't know what you mean by wonky, because wonky could mean like too thick. It could mean like too thin. It could also just mean like it's just not, the head doesn't look like it's being placed with the neck in mind. Like, I don't really know what that means.
Wonky kind of just
Like-
means not right.
like
and
weird.
It could be not right in a bunch of different ways.
Exactly. So like, do you find that you draw the neck too thick? In the end, the neck is a cylinder. So think of it like a lollipop. Like your head is the lollipop, the neck is the stick. And if you place it, so this is what the neck does. It goes like this. But it's not exactly like this. It's more like at an angle. So like from the side view, here's your head. Here's the back of your head. In between this section is where your neck is generally placed, at an angle, like this. And it has some thickness, right? And it's funny enough, when the bigger the head, like the chibier the head, the smaller the neck. I don't know what it is with that logic, but it just feels right. Maybe it just feels more stable that way. I also like to think of it like, here's your head. And it also just depends on where your placement is. Like sometimes if you're standing at a 3/4 view and you're slightly facing towards the front, you'll have a neck that looks like this. So what I like to do is I like to think about where the back of my head is, and then I basically curve it down and swing down here. So the back of your neck and the back of your head is connected. And then wherever you put this side just depends on you. Do you want to place it here? That will make a thicker neck. You want to place it here? That will turn the neck. So that's what I think about too.
What are you working on?
We're working on that, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's fun.
We do have a few hand TikToks if you want to check those out for immediate information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's older than me. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's funny.
Yeah, our longest member just turned older than Lau. That's crazy. What do you recommend for perspective? In terms of what?
I think perspective has a lot of different topics. So
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I really understand the question exactly. Like, recommend for perspective? Like, to learn perspective, exercises to practice, different types of shots that are common. Lily, hello. Pion, the Midnight Cup, Faye, Jazzy, how's it going?
Hello.
Classes finally started. Had a long day yesterday.
Wow.
That's
I hope that
fun. How
you're
do
enjoying.
you guys stream the screen so beautifully? Any tips on filming setup? We do have a bit of a setup here, so you can do your thing as I.
How to draw chibi body? Chibi bodies. There's like I like to simplify them in 3 ways. Like there's one that's like really simple and one that gets more complex. But I find that the easiest one is just like a bunch of cones. So like, or like a teardrop shape. Like you connect the teardrop shape, you don't give it a neck, and then you add like little cones on the bottom. I find that that's a really cute chibi body. Cones on the bottom and cones on the sides for the arms. Make the arms short, make the legs short, and you got a cute little chibi like that.
So this is the setup right here. We've got a camera, Sony ZV-E10, and that is on an arm, and it's pointing at the iPad here. And like we have a bunch of streamlights and stuff set up all over, and we have some sound panels and stuff and microphones. And then I've got the desktop in front of me. So, you know, my desktop in front of me looks like this. And then Christina's on my right.
Yep.
So there's our streaming on the left. We're streaming vertically and horizontally. Then there's my drawing program, and there's chat up there. And then we have our camera right here as well. So it's a 2-camera setup.
I think what they mean is, can you show different perspective angles, like 1 point, 2 point, etc.?
Is that what you meant? Who asked that anyways?
I don't know. I don't think they ever answered it, so I think someone else
Katie
wondered. Okay.
How to draw a chibi body. How Camilla.
Hello.
How can I learn to choose good colors first rendering? Good colors. Keep it logical and keep it relatively simple, I guess.
Yeah.
Make spacing better. For example, body is further and the leg closer. Exercises like that. Oh, the Labubu cameraman. Yeah, if you have questions about our streaming setup and all that, feel free.
Oh, so is that what you meant by perspective? Like how far the leg should go and stuff, and
body is further and the leg closer. Exercises for that.
So probably foreshortening.
Probably foreshortening them in.
Okay. I would for me personally, what helped me was getting used to understanding what does a cylinder look like when it's facing me. So like, here's what a cylinder looks like at this length facing the complete side. It's basically a rectangle. Here's what a cylinder looks like as it's slightly coming towards us. We start seeing an ellipse. And like I use cylinders and stuff for like legs, so like to me this is helpful. And then as you continue turning, this ellipse is going to become more and more circular, and this is going to get more and more shorter because, you know, this is going away from us in space.
Chibi looks like a cute gingerbread.
It kind of does. Okay, let's give it like a little...
How many minutes should I practice drawing what I learned from art tutorials? I think it really depends on the what. Like, what did you learn? And did the tutorial give you exercises to practice? I think that's really... It really depends. And like, what level do you want to get to? Because I mean, if you learn something like 1, 2, and 3 point perspective from a tutorial, I would say practice it for like 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
But that's not very practical, you know, just watching a tutorial and then practicing something for 1,000 hours. You could take a format kind of like a class, you know. You take like an art class and they may give you like 5 hours of homework during the week for that class. And so you can go, okay, I learned this new concept. I'm going to practice it this week, whatever, an hour a day for 5 days. And I'll have 2 days off. Like you could take that angle as well.
Yeah. So like for me, I will think about different cylinders to use for legs, and I'll be like, okay, in this pose, what cylinder should I use? How is one cylinder overlapping the other? It is really hard to do foreshortening with bodies, especially if you don't know the forms of the body.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, how can I find my art style without forgetting it, not having different styles? I mean, an art style is like a series of conscious choices, right? So you would just make those same choices. How thick did you make the lines? How much did you exaggerate, like, the colors? Do you like using really warm and really cool colors? Like, what type of color palettes do you use? Like, you think about it very logically, and you just do the same thing again. You could even make yourself your own style guide and just go, I do this, not that. I do this, not that. And it's just for yourself. And you go, how did I draw those hands again? Or how did I simplify this? Oh, okay. Like, you can literally just make yourself your own style guide. I mean, if companies like, you know, Disney and
Riot and
I mean, literally almost every project professionally I've worked on had some sort of a PDF that was like, this is our world, this is what we are. When I worked on Ender Magnolia, they had a big PDF. They're like, we're not steampunk. You know, it's like this magical energy that's this. We don't have any brass pipes. We are this. We're not that, you know?
How do you know where to put the top hair clump parts that are above the bangs, like on the elf girl? Oh, that's an easy one. Here's my... I find the location of my bangs first. Like this. And it's basically like right after it. So like, I also think of those side things as like a sheets of paper. And so those connect to the bangs area. That's what I do.
Maestro, you're so funny.
What
if only there was a sort of academy for that. An anime academy, if you would. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Speaking of anime academy, if you can draw from observation and you can copy things, but you can't draw them from imagination, we teach you how to draw from imagination. We actually we got you.
Yeah.
And we have a school. It's a big fundamental school all about learning how to draw from imagination and create your own characters and stories.
Stuff like
and
this.
It is 20% off with the code SPRING. You can check it out. These are all examples of stuff that are done in the school, in the classes. You learn about still lifes and composition and
color theory.
I teach this class.
Yeah.
I teach all these classes right here.
Yep.
Materials,
You learn
perspective,
about
all that kind of stuff.
clothing and stuff, and people drawing, and heads, faces, and expression. So
Yeah. So you can take a screenshot of that, check it out. We'll talk more about that later, though. We'll get back into the lessons and stuff.
Yep.
No way I forgot about you guys. Awesome. Welcome.
What program are you using, and is the iPad pen worth it?
I mean, it depends who you are. It's certainly worth it to us.
Yeah, it's worth it
not
to us.
worth it to people who don't use it at all, probably. What is this? Some sort of anime academy? Got any
man.
tips for cleaner sketches?
Cleaner sketches.
When I want to sketch a little cleaner, I will just slow down and think more. Like, where do I
Yeah.
want to put this line? What is the purpose of this line? Like, where is it going? And obviously, it's going to come with more experience and fundamentals training.
Something that I do to just choose colors is I sometimes go by random. Like, because if I know the relationships of my colors and what directions do I want to go with, then it helps me. Like, I think of color more as like relationships.
Hey, Lantern, thank you. Appreciate it. How do you render? Mine always looks so mucky, and light theory confuses me. Like, rendering really starts with a good separation of what is light and what is dark in your image. Like, noton, right? That is one of the most important things to start with is, what do I want my groups to be? Like, you've got these buckets. What is light? What is dark? And then within those buckets, you have some sub buckets, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But
move
starting
this
with, oh, you want which
probably
one?
that one.
This one?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
try that one.
I can put this reference on there.
Yeah.
We got a little head reference here. Do you want me to
Yeah, flip it, please. Thank you.
there we go.
All right.
Yeah, by the way, this is our model. We just took some pictures of it before stream. We sell them on our TikTok shop. If you're interested, you can pick them up. They're actually on sale right now for the next couple days. But we just shined a flashlight and took a picture of it really quick before stream. It helps with lighting shapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could watch this forever. So satisfying. Awesome. I'm glad you think so.
I mean, what I do is I'll think about like my general base colors. Like, for instance, June, which is our character. Oh, go ahead.
So Bernice, this is exactly answering the question that you're asking.
Yep.
Like rendering.
Yep.
This is how Christina renders.
This is how I render. I think about my base colors first, and I'm already kind of going through a filter in my head. So I'm thinking, okay, what's her skin tone? Her skin tone's like this kind of medium skin tone. Not too dark, not too light, kind of in the middle. Her hair is dark. So everything that I'm placing now is just the local color and the local value. Meaning, like, it's just, this is the darkness and lightness of things. Go ahead.
There you go. Anybody asking about the brush, you can get it for free on our site or in our Discord server. Type !brush in Discord, any channel. It'll bring up the brush for you. It's totally free.
Yep.
It is the brush that gets used a lot.
So once I establish all this, then I'm like, okay, I know that the relationship of my hair and my skin tone is going to stay as this is dark, this is lighter than the hair.
This would be considered your local value or your local color.
Yeah.
Like, you establish without lighting context is this a light art object or a dark object, right? Like we can fill those things in
Later.
the local value. Yeah, the local color or value, right? Like whatever. This head is light. This flashlight is dark. You can tell. One is light, one is dark. That's what Christina's doing.
Yep. And then so once I have my established local colors, I need to actually also make her eyes green. Then I decide, where's my light source? And I have my lovely reference here, which is my light source is coming from the top, right? So then I start thinking, okay, how am I going to render this? Is this going to be rendered like a sphere or, like a box? But I would say it's more like a sphere, right? I see a lot of roundness up here. And then now I just start separating my lights and my darks. And then I just decide, okay, do I want my lights to be cooler? I think so. I mean, like, maybe warmer, actually. Let's do warmer. So if then I do a little bit of like color math. If I have a dark blue, like jet black color hair, and if I put a yellow light on it, what color would that make it? Probably like a warmish gray. So probably something like this. And you kind of just like make a guess. And if this is too bright, you can always tone it down. So like to me, I feel like that feels good. And so I'll just like put that in here. And then we'll worry about it later. We just want to get the relationship started. Right, same thing with the face. Do I want a warm light? And if I do want a warm light, what is yellow, like a yellow light plus this? Well, depends on how bright it is, but I would say like, this.
Did it take you long to get used to using Apple Pencil on screen? It took me long, but Christina draws a ton. Like she has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours drawing on the iPad with the Apple Pencil.
Yeah, I do.
So
I've drawn with it for a long time.
It takes some time, but it's worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's gonna feel awkward. It's gonna feel awkward for a little while, I think. Are the classes live session or at your own pace? The Anime Art School is at your own pace. It's a one-time payment. You buy it, you get it forever, and you can go through it as many times as you want. What is all
Holy
this?
heck.
Oh wow. We'll get that in 1 second. I saw a thing. How do I manage my layers when drawing? I'll wait for the wows to stop. Someone gifted XXXXXX gifted 10 Anime Academy gift memberships. And I'll read off all the names in a second.
Thank you.
The class, do you choose where the light is coming from coming down on your art? Yeah, for sure.
Yep, you do. You have to.
Wow. Every single one of those wows is a gifted membership. Thank you very much, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
It's just the username is literally just a bunch of X's, honestly. So thank you very much. Is that yen? Is the Y with the 2 lines in it yen?
I think it's yen, yeah.
Wow, thank you very much.
Very, very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Gifted 400 yen and 10 Anime Academy memberships and 1,000 yen. Wow. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Can we get some W's in the chat? Let me do this. Thank you very much. So apparently the wheel is from Hunter. Is it?
It is.
I don't know if it is. Yeah, thank you very much. Good job. W's in the chat. There we go. We had a crazy one. Appreciate it a lot.
Yes.
We got Mr. Pigeon, Father Poochie, Gelordion, PR23, Blue Frosty, Spirit, MB, Rocky, Nitrix Rex, Too much salt. User Megan Gunhontai. You all got gifted subs. Make sure you say thanks. If you got gifted a sub, not a sub, a membership. I'm thinking Twitch. How much are the classes? The classes 20% off are $397. It's basically an entire college. All right. So you get a bunch of different classes. It is in 3 terms. Each term is 14 weeks long, and you get homework after every single week. You get what was it, like 100, there's like 106 hours of content right now in the anime art school, and it's for 397 with the sale. It's literally a college.
Take a screenshot.
It's huge.
It is
It is not like an online course. It would be more comparable to like a trade school. Actually, there's more classes and in this
more
school.
Content.
There's more content than the trade school that I went to.
It's true.
Where is it located? It's online. It's self-paced. You can go through it at your own pace. You have it forever. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's the exact thing I wish existed when I was getting started.
Same. I wish that existed when I was like, I don't know, in middle school.
Yeah. Do you know about the update of Procreate 5.4.5? No, I don't. What's that about?
No, I don't.
What brush do you use to Procreate? Baddie statue. I'll
can get here. The brush.
You can get the brush here on our site. There you go. I just linked it. Do you have any tips on how to render fur? Would it be similar to hair? Yeah, it is pretty similar to hair.
It's like I mean, if you look at like rabbit fur or like fox fur, it's basically just like you draw like a tube or whatever form it is, and then you add like some bits of tufts like this, and then you decide, okay, where's the lit side, where's the shadow side? Here's a shadow side, for example. And keep it very, very soft if you're going to go with this texture. And then what you do in the core shadow is you then like describe some of the form like this. That's how I would render fur. Sometimes you would also get like some bounce light on the fur as well. This is kind of dark.
Doesn't show up very well.
Doesn't show up very well, no.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's much darker on Christina's iPad.
Yeah.
Another way you can think about lighting, by the way, is you can get your object and you can light it ambiently. This is a really, really good way to do it as well.
Go ahead.
So whenever you're done with your fur demo, I can...
Okay. And then if you want to like be a bit more stylized, you can like clump it, you know, make things look...
Bye-bye, Lau.
Have a good one. Bye, Lau. Right, it's like very, very fluffy hair that has a lot of follicles kind of sticking out kind of wildly. It's like that.
All right, so another way that you can think about lighting is, like, let's say this is a sphere, right? And so we got our sphere, and this is just the local value of our sphere. There's no lighting information on this. However, it is a sphere. So in your mind, make sure that you're thinking in terms of this kind of thing, all right? Three-dimensional object. And now we can add some, so this sphere is sitting on the ground, so we can add just a little tiny bit of like ambient occlusion underneath, right? So like there's our sphere. I've just put a very slight gradient on that with the ambient occlusion of the ground down here. And then what you can do is you can actually you can add a layer for the lighting. So what a lot of people will do, I actually learned this from Goro Fujita, I'll show us working a little bit, is light things, a lot of professionals work this way, by the way, light things ambiently and then add your light. So you basically go, I've got a green object. Here is my green object. I'll just make a new layer, right? Here's the green of my object. Like, I don't know, this. And then you go, what color does this become in this environment? So I'm going, it's not bright, it's not a white background, it's like imagine you're in a room, right? Like the room that Squidward was in when he was all alone, and it's like that weird trippy episode. Imagine you're just kind of in an ambiently lit room, like you've got your environment around.
You want to get rid of the reference?
If you want.
Sure.
And then you adjust that. So I go, okay, I'm in a room and I'm gonna say it's maybe a little bit of a cool, all right? So I'm gonna take this green and I'm gonna bring it a little bit more towards blue, a little bit darker, and maybe we'll do this. So there's my green in the room. So this is the literal color of my object. Object color. This is known as like your local color.
And that's what I did earlier with June's.
That's exactly what Christina did with June right here before she started adding the light, all right? And then what you can do is you go, now, how is that local color of my object affected by the environment? Now this gives me this color, all right? And then I go, how does the light hitting the green affect the green? Well, I'm gonna put a warm light on it, all right? So I'm gonna go, boom, this comes way up, it comes way over, and it goes up maybe into almost like a saturated green, all right? So then I go, the light, I'm gonna put a warm light on this green, and maybe it comes up to like here. So we've got my local color, the color without light in the ambient, right? In the ambient environment. And then we've got the color of it being hit by the light. And so we'll just grab this color that we just like arbitrarily decided on. And there's a logic, right? It's like, it's warm, it's brighter. And we can literally just start putting like dappled light on this.
Ooh.
And it's, again, it's going over the form, so it could just go like that.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It's like there's a sphere being hit by that warm light. And it could be dappled light. It doesn't really matter, right? Like maybe, and again, we know the form of our sphere, right? Here's the form of our sphere. Here it is. So anything that we paint has to go over this surface. So if I paint light, it's going to go over the surface, right? That wireframe, it's falling onto the surface. So I'll just go grab my light and go, maybe I'll just choose a basic round. I don't want to, right? We just go like this. Right, we can soften it up just a little bit. So if light is coming through the tree and landing on this thing, what tree? I'm just imagining there's like a tree there or something, right? It could be like that, like dappled light.
Oh, that's so pretty.
How do you know how much to saturate or to saturate in general? I would absolutely do still lifes. Do still lifes. You'll just learn from the real life. Do plein airs, do still lifes, observe while you're out. Do like micro studies. I did this micro study just the other day. Here, let me group.
That'd be a good short.
I did this little micro study the other day, just of the air freshener, the air purifier, not freshener, sitting over there on our right. And there's a look at it, and I'm just like, how saturated is that? What's the value of that? Is it lighter or darker than the thing next to it? And I just do these micro studies all the time, and you start to get an idea of like, when sunlight hits something, how bright does it get? And so there's kind of a loose rule of thumb, which is called half to black, which is an industrial design technique where if you have an object, let's say it's like a 50% gray. So let's say we have a box, right? And actually, let's do it this way. We have a box, right? And this box is a 50% gray. If it is being hit by the sun, the shadow side will be halfway between the 50% and black. So we would go to 25%. And then this would be our shadow color. And then the secondary side, if you have like a 1, 2, 3 read, would be halfway between 50 and 25. So it'd be like, you know, maybe right there. We could go like 30, 35, 37, it doesn't matter. And so like, that's a general rule of thumb for sunlight that is not a bad starting point. And again, this is a starting point. All right.
You want to do that with grass?
What?
You want to do that with like grass, like a patch of grass? Because I feel like that'd be a good
let's go down
short.
here. Let's do this. And then like, here's our background. Like there's our background right there. And then again, our background is 73. So we divide 73 in half. Boop. It doesn't even have to be that accurate, right? We could just go like this. Maybe here's a shadow for our box. So you could start with something like that. It's just like a quick little rule of thumb. And then again, this is kind of a light environment. So we had our starting point, and then we can just go in here and sort of modify this as we see fit. Right? We could even come over here and soften up these sides a little bit if we want. We could add some ambient occlusion down here if we want.
What is a micro study?
It's something that I've just been saying lately. I literally just, it's like this low risk, small study that I do a lot in order to try and learn stuff. So Christina does these little micro studies of like heads and stuff. Right, so you could do that. And it's like, you got your 1, 2, 3 read. So like grass or something?
Yeah, like a box of grass or something.
Okay. A box of grass, okay. So like maybe we just go...
Just like a patch of grass that looks like a box, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And then you can do the
okay.
half to black.
So we just go, I'll make a new layer for this. So we'll do like a box of grass or whatever. Okay, so here's our box of grass, right? This is like the local value of our grass with no lighting information. We come up here, or I guess we come down here, and we can just go like, maybe there's a little bit of like, maybe it's like that in the shadow. Okay, and then we go to the light, and it's like, we could come up into green. Let's have a warm light, warm sunlight. We come up here into green, and then we can just kind of add this to the top of it. And again, we're drawing in perspective. It needs to be like correctly placed in perspective. It's very hard to light things if it's not in perspective. You know, we could come down here, make it saturated, make it a little bit less warm, and we could do something like that. There's our little box of grass. Yeah, we could add a little gradient to the background or something.
That'd be fun.
All right. And then we can add like a little bit of texture and information and stuff as well. Right? We got some pieces of grass getting hit that are over here. We got a piece of grass that's coming out here off of the edge, like this. We got some grass that's coming out here off the edge. The silhouette, we need our silhouette to look interesting. So let's just, you know, add some grass-ish stuff.
It's hair.
Grass-ish. You know, it doesn't need to be that accurate. It's just like we're trying to give the texture of like grass.
And I would actually use a silhouette for fur as well.
Yeah.
That kind of silhouette.
And like, you know, our silhouettes are really important. So when one object is against another object, kind of looks like fire to me.
Oh.
Like when one object is against another object, it creates a silhouette, right? I can come in here and do something. What else do I have? I'll just keep using the basic round.
Hey, Gizmo. Shouldn't the drop shadow of the box here be a gradient?
No, not really. Right, and then we go, you know, you can have some...
Poppy would love that grass.
Oh my gosh, dude, yeah, she would.
So now you're basically just designing and separating out those grass blades.
Yeah, and again, my grass blades are dumb. Like, I just put something in that didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, grass is going to be more like this. Because they're long, each individual blades. They don't really work like hair. Like, grass doesn't really work like that. It's like they're individual long strands. So, like, kind of works.
Leaf.
Yeah. It'll be more like... You know, it'll be more like this. They'll be like intersecting each other. It'll kind of be like that. Because, you know, each individual strand is coming over. And we can warm this up even more if we want. Like, nice, warm. You all right?
I bumped my elbow.
Aw.
Are the brushes in the Discord, or are these built? Are these the built-in software brushes?
This one's built in.
This one's built in. It's like a hard round brush with transfer.
And then, like, we can put the shadow on the ground. So I'll come down and I'll go, oh, it's cooler.
Cool.
And I'll turn it more towards gray. And then, yeah, we'll bring it down darker and a little bit more towards gray. And then we can put, like, a shadow of this grass right here if we want.
Ooh,
Something
fancy.
simple. Or, like, there's, like, a little grass chunk. And then up here, we can kind of give it some variation of color. So maybe, you know, we got a little area right here. And we got a little, I don't know, a little bit darker green, little spots and stuff. Something interesting. Could be like that. Like,
and it still reads really well.
We can kind of just mess around with this. Yeah, but if I look at it in black and white, I'm not really messing with it that much. I'm just very, very loosely, and I'm also considering, like, what would happen to the shapes. Right? So again, this silhouette of this grass is kind of dumb, so we'll come out here. And I'll just sort of... I don't really have a good brush for this right now. Maybe I'll just use the one. This one's on our profile. You can get this in our Discord server and stuff.
Love that one. How to do master studies?
I would try to study some particular thing that you're interested in learning.
Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have to do the whole entire thing. You could do like a section of this master piece that you
Yeah.
want to study. How do you know where to put the shadow?
I actually teach all of that in my class, but essentially what it is, you know, light travels in a straight line. Here is a light. It is a light. Let's do this. It's a lamp. Here is your lamp. It is sitting in your room. Here's your room. Here's the ground. Here is, I don't know, you. Let's make you smaller. Here is you. You're standing here on the ground. All right. The light comes out and casts a shadow like this. And so here's your shadow. That's basic. Like, light travels in a straight line. It's a three-dimensional thing. And so you cast a shadow, the light comes and intersects you, right? Because you block the light. Like, you're blocking this. It's like
That's the reason why shadows exist.
yeah, shadows exist because you're blocking the light, or whatever object is blocking the light, right? So that's basically the idea of it. Now, if the lamp was actually up here, right? And here's the ground, the shadow would not be like that. The shadow would be like this instead.
Unless you had two lamps.
Yeah,
Now
if you
get
have two
double
lamps,
shadows.
your shadow would be like this. Right? If your lamp was actually on this side and it was right here, your light would be your shadow would be like this.
Wait, that's why spotlight. Like when you have spotlights on you, you have like
you have those
radiating...
different shadows.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? There's that. And so those are the shadows of those three different lamps. And that would be a point light, not a directional light. But that's how light works, is it's a three-dimensional object. Light can only hit something in 3D. It's the sun has a XYZ coordinate in space, right? Your light bulb has an XYZ coordinate in your room. It has a up, down, left, right, front, back. It's there. And light rays come out of it in every direction. And those light rays that hit you, you are blocking them, and then that creates a shadow. So like, I'm just thinking like loosely, I've got a shadow, or I've got a light coming down from like this direction right here. So I'm just getting like the top plane lit, this plane lit a little bit, and this one is blocked. And that was just like my really simple kind of lighting setup there.
Is it the same for facial expressions and details? You mean like lighting heads with facial expressions?
I mean, yeah. Definitely. Like, yeah, it's just at varying scales. Like, the physics of light doesn't change just because like light doesn't care if it's your face or if it's a tree or if it's a rock.
I would say if you're gonna like light different expressions, keep the lighting very simple,
Yeah.
because you're trying to like look at the expression, right? You're trying to see the smile, not like the exact cast shadows, right? So
Light
like
doesn't care, but you should.
yeah.
You don't want to make it too complicated.
Well, like I would even look at a bunch of manga panels or even like scenes with these expressions and see how they light them. Like, do you see a lot of strong shadows? How do they light those kind of facial expressions? And I find that helps me, like, because I'll remember a lot of scenes where someone is smiling, but their face is like, their whole entire head is like rimlet, and so that creates a really like dynamic effect that feels very emotional. But like everything in the expression is cast in shadow, which is simple because expression is complicated. So that's how they light. That's how some people light their expressions, you know. This program right now is Photoshop.
Yeah, I'm just drawing in Photoshop. Right, you can put some rocks around it. Like, it looks dumb when there's only one object, but when you light a bunch of different objects, like, relatively correctly, it doesn't even have to be that accurate. But
You
when
can
they're
just put, like a little box.
relatively accurate, what?
You can put like a little box container around it, like a black box.
Or a wood box.
Or wood. Oh yeah, wood box is super cute.
So like, I'll just do a new layer really quick just to show you. I'll just put like a new little box around this, right? So here's my little wooden box that contains this grass. It's in perspective. It's going to have a lit side and a shadowed side. And again, my light is going to be warmer. I've decided that my shadows are a little bit cooler. So let's bring this down in value. Let's bring it over. Maybe we'll go into red a little bit, but it's desaturated. you know, and this is like my half side. And then right here, I can go up nice and warm, not that warm. Go up nice and warm. You know, maybe like this. And I'll just maybe just paint the top of that a little bit.
What if there are two light sources, one in front of each other with me in between them? Wouldn't they cancel out the shadow?
No, it'd cast two shadows. I actually talk about that in my class. We render stuff with multiple light sources. It would look bad. You wouldn't want to do that if you're studying like photography or something. You probably wouldn't want to do that. Like, you can absolutely get real lighting setups that look terrible. Like, that's why not everybody's a great photographer, because like you can 100% get lighting setups that do not look good. So there are fundamentals of lighting things and how to make things look good. That's why
look clear.
Yeah, that's why there's professional photographers, is because just because you take a picture of something doesn't mean it's going to look good. And the same goes with drawing.
Wait, photo?
Like, just because something is drawn accurately does not mean that it's going to look good. That's where design comes into play.
Photographers. I think those words are like photo is like light,
Whoa.
graph means like drawing or something.
I'm not ready for that.
What if the shadow is a different color, like red or blue? You would need something to affect it.
It would have to be filled by red or blue.
Yeah. Like, it's not just arbitrarily red. Unless something is affecting it. Especially if it's like the whole thing is green. Let's say you got like a red light shining on it. That would probably... Red is pretty dark, so that would probably fill in the shadows with a red tone. And you would have to like try to make sense of it in the image. How do you figure out color theory? Still lifes. I say that with the loaded meaning, but
like, I would say one of the best ways to learn coloring and lighting is to do studies. Do studies of the real world. Like, you've got the real world all around you. It is full of all this information that you need to extract and go, I want to learn something from this. You know, and like, again, like when you just first start, it doesn't look very good, but you continue to add correct lighting and design. Like, you know, I'm doing, like, here's close together and far away. I've got, you know, big, medium, and small shapes in here. Like, this is definitely a design exercise as much as it is a lighting exercise. That's why copying is so much easier than drawing from imagination, is because you don't have to design anything. The thing you're copying has already been designed. You just need to like translate it, right? Not to say that copying accurately is super easy, but like drawing something from imagination, like, oh my gosh, dude, that's a whole different ball game. Like, you're literally like a game engine now, rather than just like a printer. You're a game engine, and you're like lighting information, color information, design, arrangement of objects, and placement of things. And
you're a director.
Yeah, you're art directing it. And so that's like, and most people do want to be able to draw from imagination. That's like the end goal for a lot of people, and that's what we teach in our school. Like, that's mainly what we focus on. Like, we have to copy in order to be able to draw from imagination, because you need to understand the world. But and I'm designing right now. I'm designing two-dimensional shapes. I'm thinking about it in 3D, but I'm just drawing 2D shapes, right? I'm going, okay, maybe I'll put a little rock right there, a little piece right there, a little thing right there. Maybe this rock's a little taller. So there's the design of my rocks. And then here's the shadow of my rocks. And I'll go, okay, well, those are touching. This one, there, it's all lit from the right, or the left, sorry. So you're going to get shadows on the right. And I'm going, what is the form of this rock? This is the form of my rock. Right? Here's the form of my rock. What's the form of this rock? Probably going to be something like this. What's the form of this one? Going to be something like this. Like that. And so as this turns away from the light, it's going to get a shadow. And I don't have to add a ton of detail to this. I've just proved that I haven't saved my file yet. Right? Maybe a shadow covers this entire rock here. And then here's another one. And
that's like shading a sphere, but like a modified sphere.
Yeah. Definitely. And then we can go up here and be like, you can have little little plane right here.
Ooh.
And maybe this little plane is hit by light, and this little plane is hit by light. And we got a plane right there. And like I really feel this right here as well. Let's just go zoop. And zoop. We don't need to add a lot. Like, your brain's good at picking up this stuff. Like, you can just feel this. You can really feel this in here.
It's a nice looking rock.
And if I wanted a plane inside of here that faces up, you know, maybe I'll just go like that faces the sky, maybe. Maybe not even quite that light.
Very nice. What if an object is in front of another?
You'd get parallax. It'd look like that. That adds depth to your scenes. You want to add parallax all over if you want your scenes to feel like they have depth to them. If you want them to feel flat, don't give them that. If you want them to feel like they have depth, like I'll add it right here.
And notice that when he's adding in those blades of grass, he's using dark against light.
Yep. I'm using checkerboarding.
Yep, checkerboarding.
So what I'm doing is I'm going, you know, let's just do this. I'm going dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. And I'm adding dark on light, light on dark, right? Here's light on dark. Here's light on dark. Here's dark on light. Dark on light. And the more checkerboarding that you can have going on, right? The more dark light, dark light, dark light, the generally more realistic, I don't want to say realistic, the more like believable it's going to be. Like, you would believe it because that happens in real life.
Believe it!
And so we'll go, zoop,
Ooh, what a wood patch. Okay.
you know, maybe just something simple like this. And I'm not going to make it symmetrical. It wouldn't be very believable. We don't even do this, and this one's not quite come out as far as that.
I want to do more studies, but I'm afraid I'm going to do them wrong. Are there some kind of guidelines that you need to follow for your studies to be correct and successful?
I would say the best way to do them wrong is to just not do them at all, because it's impossible to avoid
Doing
like,
them wrong.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even say it would really be wrong. Like, you're learning, you're growing. Like, in the beginning, you just don't know anything, so you just need like data points. You need like points of, yeah, you need to collect these points of data. And so the longer you go without collecting points of data, like, I would say the longer you go without really learning stuff. I don't really see art in terms of I need to do this right and I need to do this wrong. It's like, the best way to get ahead is get started and give yourself complete freedom to just try stuff and explore and experiment. Like, if you don't have any, that's not to say that there aren't good ways to do studies and that classes and stuff aren't helpful, but like the vast majority of people, what they mainly need to do is just get started and try stuff. And then even when you do take a class or you do learn something, you'll actually have your own point of reference to be able to compare against now.
Yeah, well, like for me, I used to do portrait studies in a way that really wasn't helpful, but I didn't really realize why. I didn't realize that I was just copying rather than like trying to understand the forms of the head. So it only clicked for me once I took a head drawing class. And when I took the head drawing class, I'm like, oh, now I have the tools to study this more. Now I know what I'm looking for. And so I just add that to the tool bag rather than thinking, man, I wasted that whole time. I'm just like, okay, bet, move on.
It's just not wasted time is the thing. Like, it's not, I absolutely don't consider it wasted time because you spent that time, like you had to get through that in order to make progress. And so I don't know. I don't really have a fearful view of art for myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid of, oh no, whatever. I try to keep myself from being afraid of it.
Yeah.
I think that like a fearful mindset just kind of snowballs into more fear. And it's like this never ending cycle for me. So I just have to be like, nope, I got complete freedom to try stuff and have fun
It's like permission.
Yeah.
Giving yourself permission.
Yeah, permission to fail, and it's not even failure. It's just experimenting and trying things.
Well, I think like when you overthink, it's just because you want to protect yourself, right? Like you don't want to fail. It's you don't want to mess up.
Yeah.
You don't want to learn things incorrectly, which is a very noble thing. But I also think that it's also just inevitable. You know, it's inevitable.
Yeah, but like again, I really do think there is a good, quick way to learn and absorb a lot of information. That's why we teach classes.
Yeah.
I just don't want to teach students to be afraid of not learning the right way. I think we give our best education that we can. We teach things in a way that we think is helpful and gives people epiphanies and, you know, light bulb moments and everything. And then we just say, don't be afraid, you know, like, don't be afraid of learning. Don't be afraid of trying things.
Doing your comic challenge is really pushing me to practice in all the ways I've avoided for so long to get good at comics. Yay,
awesome.
That's awesome. That's exactly what it's for. It's perfect. Three Cats says, I loved when Colton showed us how to break down a sunflower instead of just copy machine it.
Oh, that was in general chat.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good. I thought that was a good little
breakdown.
breakdown. I'm always trying to aim to understand things, because if I can understand them, then I can recreate them.
Oh, it's like what's it called? Momo's from My Hero Academia, is that her quirk? She has to understand something in order to create something. Kind of cool. It's kind of like that. Ooh. Hi, how do you usually fill areas in Photoshop? I know about the paint bucket tool, but I don't like having to clean it up afterwards. Is there a better way to do it?
I'll just use a gradient tool. Like, I'll tell you exactly how I do it. If I have a selection, here's my gradient tool, right? It's like I click and drag. I just click and drag it down here so it fills the whole thing. I never switch to the paint bucket tool. I only use gradient because I just don't feel like switching between tools. I'll I'll fill it, and then I'll use maybe like a gradient or something. I'm kind of lazy with how I do things. Photoshop does not have a very good, maybe they've improved it, I don't know.
I've never seen it.
It feels like they don't have a very good mechanism for filling things without artifacts.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of learned to work around it.
Clip Studio has pretty good fill stuff, but I know that you're not using it. I wish Photoshop had that engine. Thanks for the explanation. Super helpful light bulb moments. Awesome. You could draw like little ants or like a little worm.
Yeah.
I just think of that stupid caterpillar.
From
Hoppers.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Idiot worm or caterpillar.
I don't know, like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or it could be like over here.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. Worms are pretty cute though. Holding them is kind of fun.
But yeah, anyways, it's my distracted demo. My demo distraction from Christina's demo.
It's all good.
I'll just post it in live demos in the server. But like I teach all of this stuff. Like I was kind of just yapping while I rendered this, but I teach all of this stuff in my class, in my painting class. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
20% off right now.
Yep.
So take a screenshot.
You can show some of the painting stuff if you want in my class.
Well, it takes you through like calculating cash shadows first, because I got to learn everything from the simple stuff.
Yeah. You learn this, right? By the way, you learn this stuff, and you don't always have to calculate it. You can kind of guesstimate relatively accurately, certainly believable enough. So like you learn how to do it correctly, and then you don't really always have to do it correctly. You kind of can just go, yeah, it'd kind of be like there. You kind of just like, yep, about there. Like this is all rendered completely by hand with the basic round brush. I calculate everything and show you all how to do it, where to cut corners, where not to cut corners, how to find like the main volumes of the main shadows and stuff like that. And then eventually we go into more like colored environments and final
and materials and stuff. This is the grass patch.
Yeah,
did in this
little grass patch,
like a very
like
Ghibli.
a little sphere.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. That still lifes broken down from observation, materials,
bumpy materials.
Yeah, reflective metal, that kind of stuff. This is all in my class. Final lessons, nighttime shots, all that kind of stuff. Do you save your live streams on YouTube? Yes. I thought I remember you asking that question like yesterday or the day before. Yes, we are streaming on YouTube, and everything's available on there. You can go rewatch all of our streams. And thank you for reading chat comments for me.
Yeah, no problem.
As I draw.
Why many artists prefer Photoshop over any other drawing software?
I don't necessarily think they do. I think a lot of artists just have Photoshop and are used to it, so they don't really bother switching. That's mine.
You want to turn on the ref real quick?
I don't particularly prefer Photoshop. I certainly don't like Adobe.
Yeah, I just use it because I'm used to it. I think a lot of people prefer like Clip Studio and stuff.
I have it, and I do a lot of like graphic design. I do a lot of text. I do a lot of our advertisements and stuff like that, and so I just can't really get good text editing and fonts and stuff in another program, and it's just not worth it for me to learn it at the moment.
It's a really interesting shape on the nose area. Can you guys tell me how to do master studies instead of just copying the art piece?
I mean, that is basically a master study. It's like you're copying it, but you can look for something specific. You can go, how is this artist grouping their shadows? Like, what values are combined? I think master studies are really good when you go in with like an intention of like, I'm going to do this, but I'm only going to use black and white, and I'm going to keep it simple.
Yep.
Or I'm only going to use 3 values and see how they break it down. Or there's a lot of decisions that masters are making when they make an artwork, so you can kind of go and get a peek into their decision-making process by just looking at what do they do. Like, what shapes did they use here? Try to like break it down and understand it and stuff.
Yeah. Like, do you want to understand the composition side? If so, like, you may want to do a simpler master study. The master study doesn't have to be like completely finished. It can just be like a portion of it. Like, oh, I really liked how this artist does clothes, and so you just do a rendering of that. And once again, like, you try to reverse engineer their process, or in some way, like, just think, oh, how did they group their lights and their shadows? Oh, I noticed that this brush stroke is very wispy in this area, and so that creates this texture, and that looks really cool, and I'm gonna try that in my art piece, you know, or I'm gonna try to get that effect. Those are some things that I look for, but not every master study will be done in the same way.
Yeah. If I want to study their rendering, well, I would recommend to have an underlying foundation. Like, if you don't know perspective, if you don't know the basics of light, if you don't know the basics of color theory, like, it's going to be really hard to do a master study and understand what they're doing because you don't speak their language. Like, the fundamentals are the language, and then other artists speak that language and apply it in different ways. And if you don't have a strong grasp or even just a basic grasp on those fundamentals, it's very hard to see what they're doing. Like, someone who's never learned or studied any perspective, how would they know if an artist is using 1 point or 2 point or 3 point perspective, or if they're using a wide or long lens, or if they're using a fisheye lens, or if they're using like a high angle or a low angle or a bird's eye or a worm's eye? Like, if you don't know the basic terminology of different kinds of shots and different kinds of perspectives and stuff like that, it'd be hard to study to understand how someone else is using a language you don't know. And so, like, I think master studies are always pretty good to do because you do pick up things, but master studies, in my opinion, are most useful for people who are kind of,
they have an idea.
They have a basic understanding of some of the different fundamentals. It's like, how do you study someone if you don't speak their language? It would be difficult. It wouldn't be useless, it would just be much less useful. So, like, if I look at a artwork, I'm immediately like, oh, they put the focal point there. And wow, that's an interesting place to put the horizon line. Huh, I didn't think about that. And I'll study it as I go through copying the image. I'll go, wow, what an interesting value grouping there. Or wow, the color palette that they're using is like this. I wouldn't have thought of that. And like I speak the language, and so I'm able to pick up on different things. That's why we teach fundamentals in our school, is because like it teaches you the language. Like you have to know the language. How do you know what composition they used in master studies? I don't know. Look by looking at the artwork. I'm not really sure if I understand the question. Like, you visually look at the artwork and look at the composition and just go, like there aren't like this set of compositions out there.
It's not the formula.
Like there are formulas.
Yeah.
But they're not all formulas. Like a composition can be anything, any arrangement. Like a composition is just an arrangement of stuff. So you just look at it and go, how did they arrange the stuff? Yeah, where's the character? Where's the lights? Where's the darks?
Like, once again, like master studies is a broad term. There could be many kinds of master studies. So there's no one way to do it. Because, I mean, we've done master studies ourselves, and we're like, oh yeah, this person does composition in this way. This person organized their groups in this way. Oh, that's really different, right? So like really the only way that you can answer those questions is by just doing it yourself and tackling it.
And I mean, as you do a bunch of them, you grow familiar with it. You go, if you don't have a sample size, or if you don't have a library of experience, how can you compare past stuff to present stuff? Like, if you do 20 master studies, you will start to recognize patterns.
Yeah.
You'll start to recognize things that are similar and things that are different, and you will start to gain your own expertise on a subject as you are exposed to the subject over and over and over and over. And then you go, wow, I've done 100 of these, and only 2 of them were like this, but 98 of them were like this. That's interesting. And you start to grow your own expertise on it. Like, I don't know, if you drive, right? It's like, you spend time driving and someone cuts you off in a certain way. You're just like, wow, that was annoying.
Well, now I know.
And it's like over a period of 10 years driving, or over a period of whatever amount of time, you start to build a background in the thing. And then you start to grow your own expertise in a subject based on your own personal experiences. So like, you can't grow an expertise without actually doing the thing. It's like, where does the experience come from? Like a pilot who's flown a plane a bunch of times, or a helicopter a bunch of times, like they have their own library of experiences, and you can only grow it by doing.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you have to practice art, is because you can't build experience and not doing the thing. That's like contradicts the idea of experience in the first place. Like chess, right? Or you learn all these different moves. You have all these different opponents that use different moves and stuff against you. Or cooking, you learn different cooking techniques. You go, man, I burnt this.
How do I not burn it again?
How do I not burn it next time?
Yeah.
You can't get that experience without doing something. Like, experience comes from doing. Yep. That's why there's no shortcuts in art. You have to do. You have to put in the time, and your brain slowly builds up a library of experiences, and you go, I've drawn a head this way 100 times. I know exactly how to approach this. And you start to get such a library of experiences that you can experiment. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I've drawn a head this way so many times that I've experimented with this brush, and I've drawn 50 heads with just this one brush. And then it's like, people are like, oh, what's your favorite brush? And it's like, well, I've tried this one and that one and this one and that one and this one and that one, and I used this brush for an entire year. I really like it for this. You know what I mean? Like, how would you have a preference if you've never tried something? It's like, what's your favorite Italian food? And if you've never eaten Italian food, how would you have a favorite? Like, you have to have a library of experiences in order to pull from.
Yeah.
And there's without practicing, without trying things, without experimenting, you have no library. There is none.
Mm-hmm.
But Christina's probably drawn a head at like this with this lighting
So many times.
500 times.
There was a time where I just drew from memory, and I'm like, I guess the shapes look right here. And then when we actually shone the light on the head in that lighting scenario, I'm like,
it was like accurate.
That's accurate.
It was
I'm like,
very accurate.
That's so cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I can move on to this one, and maybe I'll switch to a different one. Let's see. Oh, that one's nice.
You want that one?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. It's kind of not showing well on the reference side. There we go. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll move.
Is anatomy a type of fundamental in drawing? I would definitely say so, yeah. Like, it's one of the fundamentals, for sure. Like, anatomical knowledge, proportion, gesture, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the forms of the body. That's definitely a fundamental part of drawing. Bum, 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 bum. Blah, 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 blah.
Cut. Okay. And then multiply. There we go.
Hello, Golden Rose. What about eyes and girl and boy face shape? I think Christina's probably just going to do some demos for now.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of content on that type of stuff if you want to check out our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of live streams where that stuff has been drawn.
Yeah.
We have the same username on every platform.
Yep. I also covered that a lot in our anime art school.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
By the way, I have recorded weeks 1 through 4. We're going to be uploading that sometime.
Yeah, so you mean
I re-recorded, yeah. I re-recorded weeks 1 through 4 in the heads and faces class.
Awesome.
So we're going to have to upload that soon.
They're basically the same. They're just updated and
and with more
explained
content
much better. There's more lessons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy about that.
Me too. Base colors. There we go.
How do you learn anatomy? You can just study anatomy books and copy them. You like to learn like anatomical information. You can literally just get books like Morpho or Stonehouse's Anatomy or, you know, various anatomy books, and you can just draw the drawings in there like over and over and over, and the repetition will teach you the anatomy. It won't make you much better at drawing people though, like maybe a little bit, but if you want to get good at drawing people, I would really recommend studying figure drawing. It includes some anatomy, but it's mostly design. Like drawing appealing looking images is mostly a design thing.
Yeah.
So figure drawing, I would really recommend starting with. Are you keeping the old version parts of the course, or is there no reason to? There isn't really any reason to. It's basically the same. It's just much more expanded on with a lot more demos and physical models. Like Christina went through and actually like videotaped physical models like the Asaro head and the skull and explain different parts of it instead of just drawing it. It's just updated and revised. There's no like the old lessons are good. These are just better.
Yeah. You won't be missing anything really with the updated
up on
versions.
week 1 for more detail, or can I keep moving? You can keep moving.
You can keep moving. Like
you can keep moving. If you want to in the future go back and rewatch the new lessons, it's totally fine. But like I said, they're basically the same. The assignments are very similar.
I would say there's like more added content, like, you know, I add like head planes for adult men, head planes for adult females, like in like front 3/4 side, and I just do like a bunch of different stuff. And you can always go back to it and be like, hey, I heard that, oh, I have this male character I want to draw that's an adult, like, oh, I saw this lesson that was updated for it, I'm gonna go watch it, you know, just like that. I want to be a bit more cool. There we go.
More warm light and cool shadows.
Huh?
It's
Oh,
fun.
wait. Yeah.
I know, it's fine. It is whatever you want.
I want it to be
good.
warmer, so I'll add more of a warmer tone. Like,
Yeah, it is pretty.
it-
I feel like Tyr
is.
looks good with warm.
Yeah,
nice
she looks.
warm light.
Yeah. It's just that model face, you know, the face card. And then I'll add in my. I have like this process in my head. I'm like, okay, like local colors, base colors, then light and shadow. That's a lot of the process that I use. And I even use that for like master studies, for example. Like I'll use that process, and if I feel like it doesn't really work well for that particular study, then I switch. I'll switch tactics.
I wish my art is cool. I wish I could draw beautiful faces like that.
Well, you can with our anime art school.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Teach that
exactly
whole
why
thing.
we built our program for
Yeah.
people who want to learn how to do this kind of stuff from imagination.
Mm-hmm.
You can check it out.
It's currently 20% off, by the way.
Yep,
so,
and it
yeah,
is
you can
on
check it
spring sale. So, you know, if you're interested, it's there. You can take a screenshot of that if you want.
out. Yep.
But other than that, it's fundamentals like form drawing, studying the proportions of anime heads and faces. You know, you can study art styles and break down what people whose art that you like and kind of go, why does this work? Why does this look good? How far are the eyes apart? How high are the bangs?
Yeah.
Where do they put light on the face? All that kind of stuff. It's a pretty straightforward process.
Yeah. I would say the drawing part's the hardest because it takes a lot of mileage, takes a lot of time.
Kitties are sleeping.
Yeah, they are sleeping.
Where Apple LL?
Apple.
Apple.
I'm gonna add a bit of warmth in here.
Oh, is that a real apple right there? No,
No.
I painted that.
I like how you draw the slope of the cheek. I always have a problem with that area. Oh yeah, that area is like deceptively hard. It looks easy, but it's kind of hard. Kind of goes in like this, like that. But like I just drawn these heads so many times that I know that I understand the slope. You'll be able to do it.
Nice drawing. I like how you draw the slope of the cheek. I always have a problem with that area. I do too. I really have a problem with the stinking slope of the cheek.
Like this part. It's like a bean. Like it comes out really fast, and then it kind of descends really fast too.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't.
But it doesn't like stick
extend.
out.
Yeah, it's
It
weird.
doesn't really stick out that far.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of subsurface scattering.
Oh, I've been reading my One Punch Man. It is good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Are you gonna do a study?
Probably.
I'll add like a really vibrant blue here. I think that's really pretty.
Back your Wi-Fi suddenly malfunction.
Oh. Stupid Wi-Fi.
By the way, our anime heads on our TikTok shop are on sale right now.
Yes.
So if you've been wanting to pick up a set of the heads here, you can move your mic.
Yep. I'm always
If
working
you've
on
been
it.
wanting to pick up a set of these, they are on sale on our TikTok shop right now. You can order them, and we'll ship it out tomorrow morning.
Yes.
There they are.
Male
They're
and
really,
female.
really, really good for finding light and shadow shapes.
Oh my
and they're really
gosh.
good for like difficult angles, like free run angle, right? Free
That
run angle,
Oh.
upper and lower angles. We really built them for ourselves, and they were so useful.
Having that head figure for lighting reference is so nice. I always have trouble looking for lighting reference online. Yeah, exactly. And now you can make your own lighting reference.
Yeah, I like physical models a lot. I'm not nearly a big a fan of digital models. Digital models are pretty useful, but I don't know. I like physical models. I like it when you can hold it, and you can see it, and you can put bounce light in, and you can block the light. And
you're like, ooh,
I
what
learned so
happens?
much from doing real physical studies.
And you're like, oh, what happens if I do this? Or what happens if I do that? Like, I think that's really fun. A little bit of bounce.
How do you know where the light goes and where the shadow goes? It's like the basics of form lighting. I teach it in my class.
Yeah.
But also, with like, I mean, Christina's using this reference that we just took before stream as like a loose reference.
Well, I think of where's my lights, where's my darks, and there will generally be a bounce. And the bounce will almost always be in the shadow area because that's where you can see the light. That's where you can see the bounce light. And so my brain will go with that process. And then of course, like light is logical. So like my light, you'll see, I know that my light is coming from this area because this whole area is in light. This whole area is in shadow. The left side is in shadow. The right side is in light. So it must be from the top right. And you kind of do like little educated guesses like that because you've like literally have experience painting them. And if you light things well, you'll be able to see the pattern. It's pretty predictable. But I'm able to tell because I've done a lot of studies like this. And it really helps a lot when you understand the form. And you also like study artists who've done these lighting scenarios and be like, oh, like where would they usually put those shapes? And stuff like that. Oh, this is looking pretty. I think that this bounce light's a little bit too harsh, so I'm gonna tone it down. I want to keep all this area very simple. What if I add a bit of brown in here? I feel like that gives it a nicer touch. I personally really like it when the bottom of the eyes have like this really nice saturated bit. Just makes it look more jewel-like.
I'm not that good at coloring. I don't have the confidence because sometimes I tried to do it, but the results are really horrible. Maybe there's something wrong with the brush or the way I learn. It might be the approach.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. It's hard to tell from
just words.
Just a words or a comment, but like there's a very good chance that it's like a kind of a fundamental approach and thinking issue, and just maybe not enough practice as well. Like just not enough time. Christina and I, and just generally professionals in general, they focus a lot on the shapes of light and dark. And those shapes are determined by light hitting three-dimensional form. So like that shape on Tira's nose, that is light coming down and hitting the three-dimensional form. And Christina's just kind of giving it like a little Cheeto shape.
Yeah, Cheeto, like a bent Cheeto shape, yeah.
And you can see it here on the model. You can see that bent Cheeto shape right here, right? I mean, it's fairly dark on the cheek here, but it's on the nose and it kind of goes up the nose. And Christina's not making it quite as bent because she's drawing a girl with a less like sticky outy nose. So she's using this reference, but also pulling on her own understanding of the light. She's not like copying the reference. She's kind of looking at it and going, okay, I get what's going on. And then she recreates something similar to what's happening in the reference, like the underlying reason that this is happening.
Yeah. And then like, you know, because there's things like hair that affect the shadows and stuff, like I have to account for that as well. Yeah. In fact, I kind of would rather I want this shape to come up, and I just want to experiment.
The Cuba grass. Yeah, I can show that for a second. That's the thing that I drew earlier. Or I painted earlier on stream. You can tell that in black and white, this is actually relatively low contrast. There we go.
I found that this shape is not very attractive right now. I need to like modify it a little bit. I may have made this shape like way too big, and sometimes what I'll even do is I'll just like take it out entirely and then just repaint it if I just really don't like it at all. In fact, this looks really good even just with full shadow. Like it just looks.
It looks good, yeah.
Good.
It's because the shapes are right.
Yeah, and then it may just be like, what if I emphasize the bounce light instead?
How $ are your classes? Right now it's 397 with the coupon
Right here.
spring at the checkout. So use code spring at checkout, and you get the program for life. It's a big program. It's like, you know, 3 terms, a year long, bunch of different classes.
Yes.
It's like an entire trade school or like a college, almost like a college alternative, honestly. And it's laser focused on art foundation. It's not at all focused on any of those side
Fluff.
things, creative writing, or, you know, like, I don't know, analyzing Shakespeare or something. You know, it's strictly focused on art fundamentals, art foundation. Are you gonna redraw that light on
I'm
there?
gonna redraw that light on there. It didn't look very good.
There's a figure drawing class. There's a costume and clothing drawing class. There's a perspective class, a full perspective class, where I talk about intuitive and technical perspective. There is a painting class. It covers color theory and backgrounds and environments and still lifes, and it's a huge, like, the painting class is like over 36 hours long.
It's full on like fundamentals.
It is a very fundamental painting class, yeah.
What if this was even warmer?
Is it like community college or private college? I mean, it's an online program, so like it's self-paced. So you go through it on your own time.
It is structured as if you were like in a college lecture room, if that's what you mean. Because we show a lot of demos, we show a lot of concepts. It's very heavy duty. It is not like some kind of light cutesy drawing video. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that teach perspective on YouTube.
What if I added a bit more highlights in here?
Gene teaches a lot of perspective.
It would be nice to have him make a class for us that's on like very extreme perspectives, like dynamic perspective.
How far into the perspective class should you get before the painting class? I recommend you finish it. Like, the perspective class comes before the painting class because you can't paint something if you can't draw it. Like, painting is indicating light on form. Keyword there, form.
Form.
If you can't draw form, you can't light form.
Yeah.
And so I recommend you go through it. It's in the term after, but realistically, you get through like probably half of the perspective class, and you could start approaching the painting class. But you do use the perspective finals and paint them in the painting class. Oh, how long is spring sale gonna last? Till a little bit after the end of the month, like the 2nd or 3rd. I don't remember exactly. I think it's the 3rd of so about a week. 2nd or 3rd of April.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is looking better now. What I like to do with like sky and bounce is sometimes I'll even add a bit of this blue into the shadow area, and it kind of like diffuses that brownish warm color, and it looks really cool. There we go. I feel like this bounce light's too powerful.
I love the art style.
Thank you. I like it too.
Yeah. Most perspective, you're really only running a couple of simple things over and over and over at different scales. Like, there's some complicated perspective here and there, but like most perspective is fairly simple. It's just like blocky forms, like blocks that have smaller blocks on them, and it doesn't end up being that complicated. Like, if you can run simple calculations like, you know, subtracting forms from other forms, beveling, chamfers, like, you know,
Modifying.
booleans, modifications, like, you're basically just taking really simple forms and combining or subtracting them with other really simple forms. And that's the hard part. Like, getting really good at that is the hard part. That's, yeah, like, you don't really need a lot of super fancy perspective calculations. You just need a good intuitive understanding of how to perform those operations for, like, 99% of the stuff that you want to draw. I mean, if you've ever watched, like, ArtWad, that's, like, almost all he talks about. It's just, like, how to do form drawing and approach it in an understandable way. And it just takes a ton of practice, and it takes a lot of exercises, and you have to draw objects from a bunch of different angles over and over and over and over and over to get used to it.
Yeah.
Like this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Right? It's like simple objects from different angles. This is the hard part. Like, this is actually legitimately the hard part, is like drawing the same thing from different angles in proportion, and then eventually you're just turning it into a character. But it starts, like, in your mind, it's this.
Yeah. Like, learn to see kind of like X-ray rather than the details, the surface stuff.
Yeah. This is the hard skill to develop. This is probably, it's like one of the most fundamental skills to develop if you want to be able to draw from imagination. The ability to draw in 3D.
Yep.
Is like 3D printing, but on paper. Do artists use the lima bean when form when drawing? Yeah, all the time. It's got the essentials of a good design, right? It's got the squish and the stretch.
Yep. Bend
Very
and
common.
squish, yeah.
That kind of bean shape.
I don't know about a lima bean, but lima beans are kind of thick, I think. But yeah, it's just a bean.
Do any of you guys listen to 21 Pilots? Not really.
No.
I think I've heard of them before. I'm sure I would recognize some of their popular songs if I heard them.
Yeah. I probably listened to some of their songs like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I like this warm... I like the warmth in here. So I'm probably going to use a little bit more of that in.
I heard someone say it's like you train to draw into the space on the paper, not on the paper. Yeah, I would say that's kind of how I visualize it. So, like, if I apply on your classes, does it have to be in a precise time? No, you have it forever. You can go through it at your own pace whenever you want. You can get on, do the class, get off, come back to it later. It's all like recorded. It's all sitting there for you to access anytime you want.
Yep.
And then you can, get the Discord role. If you are in the class, you can talk to your classmates and stuff. Like 130 something people with the role.
There is. I'm still thinking like we only had like 20 students, but no, we're growing a lot in the school and stuff. I feel like this needs more punch right in here. And like as you're making an artwork, what I like to do is I just tweak a lot. A lot of the time making a successful artwork is moving things around, like using liquify tools sometimes. Like you'll always, I like to think of art as like those relay races where someone, like you have to get a really good start for the next stage. And sometimes not all stages will look good, but at least it prepares you. And so like the sketch phase prepares you for the refinement phase, and the refinement phase prepares you for like the lighting. And it's like the starting process is very much the back work. I forgot what the term is, like, but behind the scenes, that's right. It's like behind the scenes artwork or processes. Like, I can't really paint on top of this like this unless I had my sketch underneath and unless I blocked out my previous steps. Because otherwise, that'd be very, very difficult to do. It would just kind of mess me up, Oh, yeah, there's Tira's. I'm liking it.
Roll again. I keep forgetting to do that. You can just DM me, or you can just say hi in the general chat. I'll look at it right now. If you want to just go to general 1. You have the anime art school. Is that what you're saying? I'm guessing because you've been asking questions about going through it.
Mm-hmm.
You can just message in the general chat in the Discord server and say,
I'd like the roll, please.
I'd like the roll, please. And
Yeah.
I can be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. You just haven't done it. That's fine. Yeah, I manually give people the roll. Or Christina does.
Yeah.
Or you can just be like, hi.
Hi.
Hello, roll. Roll, please.
Roll, please. What do you think about this Tira one?
It's cute.
Yeah.
Very cute.
That'd be good for like a little time lapse. I think it needs a darker shadow.
There you are.
I wonder how many people are in the school but had never gotten the role because they don't really feel like being in the Discord. Probably a few.
V3ES? I think so. How long have you had this school so far?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Magna Fine. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Maybe a few months.
Oh, gotcha. That's fun. That's pretty recent. Oh, you already answered Kate's question?
Huh?
You answered Kate's question, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to study from book, figure drawing for all it's worth, but I don't think I'm at the place I need to be to fully immerse myself in the book. I know what you mean. That's like, I mean, you can definitely still like do exercises and stuff. It's like, if you're not there yet, you're still kind of doing the same exercises. Maybe they just don't turn out that well. And so like you do the same exercises. It's like the exercises and the practice are what's going to help you get there. In my experience, like you do those fundamental exercises. I find that like exercises that professionals do are not that much different than exercises that like beginners or intermediate artists do. Like beginners are doing still lifes, pros do still lifes. Beginners do figure drawing, pros do figure drawing.
Yeah.
It's like the level is much higher and you're juggling more things, but the assignments themselves aren't really that different. It's like bodybuilders lift weights. Newbies in the gym lift weights.
Yeah.
It's like
they're just different
bodybuilders
weights.
do bench presses. Beginners do bench presses. You know, they just do like less of them, or maybe their technique's not as like I don't know. It's just in my experience, like a lot of the time, professionals and people who aren't professionals are doing a lot of the same exercises. They're not. It doesn't really change that much. Like pros will be juggling a lot more things and hitting it at a much higher caliber, but the exercises themselves are relatively similar. And so like, honestly, I'm a big fan of reading through stuff multiple times, like as well. Like you go through it every couple of years as you get better and you'll be like, what the heck? I never even knew that. Like the first time I went through Scott Robertson's book, it was like, I only got a little bit. And then I went through it long after I had been teaching perspective for a long time, and I'm just like, what? I didn't know he talked about camera lenses or the cone of vision. Oh, I totally understand the cone of vision now. Like, oh, that makes sense. 60-degree cone of vision, like stuff that completely went over my head in a book. Like, or like not Loomis's, James Gurney's book, Color and Light. Like, I combed through it after I was working professionally for a long time, and I was just like,
Man.
I totally get that now. 100% went over my head back then. Totally get it now, and I'll just read through it over again. I'll be like, oh, interesting.
So that's how
it's like
they
a
do
whole
it.
new book. When like at every 2 years, it's like an entirely new book. You read it again, and it's like you pick up so much different stuff than the first time.
I feel like this is just getting too complicated in some areas. Here we go. All right, I think I'm done with this little study here.
Sounds good.
Should I do a third one? Or we could do that another time.
Yeah, I could do it another time.
Fox.
What?
Come to me,
That's what I just read.
Your power just went out. Oh,
Your power just went out. That's crazy, dude.
Fox.
That's
power went out.
crazy.
That's fun.
Crazy. Crazy. So what about it? Why is it so exciting? Did something happen? So you're not playing Roblox tonight because your power's out, huh? Arnar. It's so dark in my house.
Oh no. Oh, is he starting dinner?
Hopefully he's not using the microwave.
Probably outdoor stove or something. When the power went out at my place in Miami, my grandpa would just cook outside.
Really?
Yeah, because he had a propane stove.
Using the heat of the sun.
Yeah, the heat of the sun.
Using photosynthesis.
Solar powered stove.
That's crazy. He's gonna have to do something else, like go out and get something yummy, you know? Know what I'm saying? What's your favorite thing to go eat out? Like when your family's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out to eat something. Is it like?
Wait, I'm gonna guess. Is it pizza?
Like pizza. Fox would seem like a pizza. Like, oh,
pizza girl
sounds good.
What or sushi? Well, I don't know if Fox likes sushi.
I don't know.
It's kind of a. Well, no, she likes California rolls. Never mind.
Yeah, she'd be like, oh, can we get sushi tonight? Oh my gosh. Sweet and sour meatballs, yummy.
Yummy. I never had Swedish meatballs before. How do I draw 3/4 faces for men? It's so hard.
It is hard.
It is hard.
Bum, bum, bum.
There's a few things that you could look out for. First of all, have a boxier jaw, and a long chin, longer chin than you normally would draw.
Notice Christina's doing form drawing. She's already drawn a sphere.
Yep, drawn a sphere.
She's already chopped the side off of the sphere.
Yep.
To give herself like a nice starting point. She's not thinking in terms of shapes. She's thinking in terms of volumes.
Yes.
This
Square
jaw is going back.
Yep,
it's not going up and to the right. It's going back.
Like this is a
away
3D
from us.
arrow. Going back like that. So this already gives you a really good start. And just don't break this. Don't go in and be like, oh, I'm gonna add curves like this, and now it's a girl face. Okay. Keep it straight. Like obviously, if you really want it masculine, like this is what you have to do, and just be really careful with it, right? Cheekbone comes, not cheekbone. Brow ridge comes out. Cheekbone. Very angular, and in turn, because you have this space right in here, your eyes are gonna have to be pretty small. And so that may also makes someone look more masculine. I would do like, some DC, Marvel guy studies, like draw Superman, draw Batman, draw their face forms, and look for those like things that makes them look so masculine. Draw Batman. Yeah. And so like, okay, this and this match. So the keystone corner matches, nose matches. So this, and this match. So you're not suddenly going to go like, oh, I'm going to draw girly nose. You want to follow this, follow that. It's like a sheet of paper. Sharp nose, small eyes.
Big fan. Hi, big fan. I'm Dad.
Brows that are closer to the eyes. So this starts looking like a guy, like an adult man. Frown. There we go. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute.
Is this what the cats feel like?
Yeah. That's what the cats feel like. Helped a lot. Awesome. Yeah, I teach this in our anime art school.
Oh yeah.
How to draw different head planes, how to draw different head types and stuff. You can check it out here. Boop.
Wow. Do you guys have tips for drawing quicker or habits to stop getting fixed on details? Because I've been working on my illustration for around a week. I was reading Stephen King's book on writing, and he was talking about how he reads like 50 books a year.
Oh, man.
And he was like, get good at reading in bite-sized pieces and also like long, like for hours. And I think the same thing honestly could be applied to drawing. Like get a little sketchbook where you just do little short doodles and also work on longer pieces. So it's like low risk sketches that are small, and you're like, okay, do the next one, and then also like, this is a full-on illustration that I'm gonna spend a week on.
You know how like
I like that mentality.
You know how you say like long form is a short form videos connected into one long thing? A big painting is just little paintings.
Yeah.
In one. I don't know.
Yeah, and I've been saying that with like the doing those same things over at different scales, right? It's like a detailed painting is just a bunch of small
collection of small.
It's just a bunch of collection of not detailed things, but when you make them small, they turn into details.
Okay.
Like that, you know?
Yeah.
I like
it.
I like that. But yeah, I mean, maybe you can think about it like that.
I also think about it as, what are my big decisions versus what are my little decisions? Because when you get fixed on the details, it's because you're going too much into the little decisions and not enough on the big. Big decisions means, are my proportions correct? Is my lighting correct? Are my materials correct? Like, are they generally all like blocked in, right? And I mean, you could get a lot of things masked out and then detail later. So yeah, I think my whole grid is out. Oh no.
What?
No, Fox says I think my whole grid is out.
Your whole grid is out.
That's horrible.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I don't know what to say other than that. Like, dang, crazy. That's crazy. We were out with my parents a little while back. We went and saw Hoppers, and I was teaching my dad about how you can say, dang, that's crazy. Like, when someone says something, you just go like, that's crazy, or like, dang, that's crazy. And like, you can just say it. Like, when you get to the point where you've said like, dang, that's crazy, like 3 times, it's just like, you know, I don't know. It's a great response. It's like, dang, that's crazy. Like, man, you know, someone crazy. DMs you and says something, you're like, man, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't know. A bunch of my neighbors are outside, but I'm scared to talk to them.
What?
You don't need to talk to them. Why would you want to? I mean, shout from your window. Just be like, hey.
I thought you'd be a social butterfly, Fox.
Yeah, Fox. What the heck?
I wonder what caused the power outage. Did a storm happen?
Did an explosion happen?
V says, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, dude. I don't know them.
Well, you don't. If you're going to stay inside, you don't have to talk to them.
You don't have to know them. No rain, I'm so lost. I mean, maybe I don't think you're very lost. You're probably inside your house, right?
Maybe the heat? I don't know how hot it is there.
The heat, dude?
I don't know how hot it is there.
She ain't living in a state like us, dude.
Yeah.
The area over
I don't know.
Is out. I don't know how big the outage is. Maybe it's like a zombie outbreak movie, and it's like the beginning of a movie, and you're the protagonist. It's nighttime? I don't know. Is it?
It's nighttime. Oh, that's pretty. Is that oh yeah, that's probably Lau's character over there.
Huh?
That's probably Lau's character that Maisel's doing.
Maybe.
Looks like it.
It's got those wobbly eyes, so it looks like it probably is. Maybe someone crashed into your power pole and took out a whole city, dude. Pitch black out for miles. That's awesome. Maybe you can see the stars tonight. Hey, look at the bright side.
You can see the stars.
Or the dark side.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Look at the bright side. No light pollution. Struggling with proportions.
And it does not getting faster at learning them. I don't know about faster, other than keep learning. Like, just if you have a really good proportional system, like what I teach in our YouTube video, which we learned from Will Weston, like, you just keep doing it until you're faster, like until you get faster at it, until you like, or like, oh yeah, I know how much a half is. Oh, I know how much 3/4 of this is. I like to divide in halves and fourths or thirds for the body. That helps me a lot. I like looking at relational things, like how far the elbows are to the rib cage, how big are hands, and how can I use the hand measurements for the body. It's just like little tricks that you just kind of pull up your sleeve and you memorize. I would say that the more you memorize, the faster you will get. Is teaching art both your full-time jobs? Yeah.
I do a little of this, little of that.
Little of this. Well, that's fun. Yeah, like we stream basically every day. And
well, lately we have.
And then we sell our classes. Yeah, so yeah, like our business is our
commissions.
Education. Yeah, it's like a mixture.
Like we do a lot of stuff. We manufacture stuff in
Heads.
our house. We do commissions. We'll do the odd jobs here and there. We teach classes. We run live classes on Zoom. A lot of different stuff, honestly. We wear a lot of hats.
Yes, we do. Colton wears a lot of hats for the business. Customer service. Managing orders.
Hey, Myth and Muse. Hope you're doing good. How have you been?
Ooh, I wonder what it'd be like to pet a Sphinx cat.
I don't know, dude. It'd be cool.
I'd be like...
It's like... They're not slimy. They're like...
not slimy, but they're
they're
like
cool,
they're just
dude.
skin.
Wait, what is it like to pet a Sphinx? That would be sick, dude.
They're oily. Oh,
Suede.
Swede.
How do you say that word, dude? I don't think I've ever said that word before. It's probably like a really common word, too.
She feels like Swede. Okay, I guess I can kind of...
What does that even mean? Swede?
It's like a type of fabric.
Like Swedish? Oh, really?
Yeah, Swede is it. Look up a Swede jacket.
All right, let's check it out. I don't know. I'm not a fashion designer.
Brushed leather. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Brushed leather.
Okay,
like
I can
corduroy?
picture it.
Corduroy boy? Let me look at this. Oh,
Yeah.
I can imagine it in my mind. Ooh, kitty. Wow, that's crazy. What?
Oh, you're funny.
Wow, a power plant must have failed. Another city is out.
That's the end of the world.
Looks like someone forgot to pay their power bill. Looks like a city forgot to pay their power bill, dude. That's crazy.
My.
We wear a lot of hats. Reveals second hat.
She's not oily. There are different kinds of hairless breeds, though.
That's
Oh, I didn't know that there are
crazy.
different kind of hairless breeds, bro. That's crazy. Any tips for chibi heads on how to not make them too big? If they're too big, just make them small.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how to say. I mean, like, if you're doing it traditionally, then it is hard. But like, all I would do is if my head's too big and I'm doing it traditionally, I would just erase the body, like lightly. If this is my body here and my head's too big, technically, there's not really such thing as a too big of a head for a chibi. Like, there's so many different kinds.
Yeah.
But like, if your body's like way too small, you just erase it lightly, and make sure you keep your sketches light. I'm assuming if you're doing this traditionally, it's just easier for you. Keep everything light so that you can fix things later. Like, if I would just say erase for the most part like this, and then that way you have like a general idea of how much bigger you want to make it. So you don't have to change the head at all. Just change the easier one, which is the body, in my opinion, because there's like less room.
Yeah. Y'all gave y'all a 5-star review. Awesome. You mean on the heads? I did see that. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I'm glad you like them. Look at these, dude. Just you could start a fire with these, dude.
Oh, that'd be funny.
They're so strong.
Hope that's not damaging people's ears.
I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Yippee! Hi. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna be starting to feature these heads in our videos more. We've been posting stream clips lately, and people have been liking them. Honestly, Christina did a little stream clip recently.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It turned out really well.
Oh, I need to turn off the rice cooker real quick. I'll be right back.
Do it, bruh. Where do you get those heads? Oh, I'm glad you asked. They're actually on our TikTok shop. We sell them. We make them ourselves. This is the product. Anime heads. You what, mate? But yeah, they're on our TikTok shop. You can get them. It only ships to the States, unfortunately. Not something I can control. But there they are. They look sick, don't they? Boom. You just got them? Awesome. Like today? Like right now?
Ooh, nice.
Like an hour ago? Nice. Awesome. Yeah, we do have them on sale right now. Is an anime head very different from a child's? Not a lot.
Not really. You know, actually, a lot of anime heads are actually the size and proportions of a 4-year-old child.
Really?
or 4-month-old baby. I mean, not 4-year-old child. Yeah. What are you looking at me for? Do I have something on my nose? Like, look up a 4-month-year-old skull and then draw an anime head over it, and it matches. Like, uncannily so.
Mm-hmm. People are like, anime heads are cat heads.
No, they're wait. Wait.
What?
That could be a good TikTok.
What?
Them. Oh, anime heads are cat heads.
And you're like, ooh, but look at a 4-month-year-old
Baby. Skull.
Skull.
And then you just, like, superimpose on top of it.
Is it a cat or is it a baby? And people are like, I think cats are cuter.
Yeah.
Cats are definitely cuter than babies.
They are. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't like babies. Like babies are nice and all, right? Like I don't have anything against babies, right? I don't have anything against babies. They're not that attractive. Like they're not that cute. Like we're lucky that we have this built-in mechanism that forces us to think that our own kids, like little baby kids, are cute. Because I certainly don't. Some of them are cute, like photogenic ones, but most.
Yeah. And kittens look better than babies anyways.
No hate towards babies.
No hate towards babies. It's just, I don't find them that cute. I find, like, I don't know, when they get older, they're cuter. Because, like, their features are more mature and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of look like aliens.
I also think that adult cats are cuter than kittens.
I agree.
There, I said it. Hot take.
Hot take.
Searing, fiery hot take. I really think adult cats are cuter than kittens.
I agree.
Babies are cute until they cry at 3 a.m. Applejack's cute until he meows at 4 in the morning.
I'm just spraying water. He's like,
He's like, it runs away. Dude, he literally tries to break into a room like a zombie. It's incredible. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's like that. He like sticks his paw through and he's like, meh, meh, like that.
My non-existent baby is offended.
My non-existent.
That's silly. Oh yeah, Dolly, we did mention I messaged FanFusion and told them to just cancel our take us off the wait list. I didn't even want to get put on the wait list in the first place. Why did you automatically add me to the wait list? Just take me off. And then they said they took us off. So I'm just like, get out of here with that.
So like, when is FanFusion again? Are we going?
I like July or June or something.
Oh, it's gonna be so hot.
Yeah, dude, super hot.
Ugh.
Wait, when is FanFusion? I don't know. I need to do some major research there. I need to take my little like Sherlock hat and magnifying glass.
We should bring a few samples of our heads.
I don't know.
I don't know if we need to. Yeah.
We'll have a rolling booth. We have like a little cart that goes around.
Oh, rolling booth. Wait. Oh, they'll probably be like, oh, you can't do that here.
No, there's no way we'd be allowed.
Yeah.
That's why we won't ask.
Mm-hmm.
First week of June.
Weekend of June.
Speaking of June, dude.
Wait. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Not too bad. We have sushi.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
We have decided to call it early. And we have to eat it today too.
Yeah, we have to eat it today.
Woo! I'm gonna eat sushi. Boop. We picked up some like Costco sushi, honestly. Sushi?
Sushi?
Sushi.
Oh, that's cute. Sushi. Sushi. It's like a baby word. Are you okay?
I'll keep updating you if the zombie apocalypse happens. Yeah, I literally want like minutely updates. Like every 30 seconds, I want to get updated exactly what's happening.
So dark.
Boots on the ground, in the trenches. I want to know. I want to see. I want to know everything. Man, and then I'll just be like, dang, that's crazy. Dang, that's crazy. What?
How much? How much is the power outage? Like 2.
Why are you asking me, dude?
Fox, how far is it again? How far is the power outage?
Everywhere. The whole state's down.
Bro, that's crazy. That'd be scary.
That's crazy. You see, I told you.
That would be that'd be scary.
But what if your phone dies? At least 2 cities?
2 cities?
Dude,
oh my
this
goodness.
is getting into like One Punch Man territory. City Z is out of power. City Z.
That's big.
What is it? What is a city though? Last time we had power outage was before I was born.
Oh my god.
Dang, that was like 2 weeks ago. Demon level threat.
Yeah, demon level threat.
3 cats.
Wait,
check this out. You ready for this?
Does the water work at least? I don't know. What's it? Okay, I sound dumb for doing this, but like for asking this, but like, what is it?
I'm
if the
reading
power's
One
out,
Punch Man.
does the water still work?
Dude, look at him.
And how are people gonna get dinner? Yeah, we have plumbing, but Fridge, no fridge or AC. Oh,
well,
that
you can only flush the
sucks.
toilet once as well, unless you get a bucket and do this. Do you have a swimming pool? You should probably just go get the bucket, swimming pool, and then in the back of the
Bro,
toilet.
no fridge or AC. I hope the food's gonna be okay. I hope they figure this out within a few hours.
That's crazy, dude. Sucks for you. Your dad was lucky and was making food outside. I love Saitama. Yeah, dude, I'm so happy. I have all 32 volumes of One Punch Man. We just been reading on the couch together. Fubuki's the best.
Fubuki's best girl.
Best
like,
girl.
Like no
Easily.
argument.
Easily best girl.
Tatsumaki's too arrogant for me. Fubuki's just too cute.
Easily the best girl, Fubuki.
Yeah.
Hands down, no competition, not
No
even
competition.
close. Tatsumaki's just like a little,
She's a little brat.
whiny brat.
I just want to like.
Which is, it's like she's
That's
cute,
the
but
point.
she's not best girl.
She's not best girl. She ain't best girl. Not like Fubuki is. Fubuki feels real.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Hide your printed heads in your jacket like a watch salesperson. Yeah, I'll just open up and it'll be like. You guys have a tutorial on how to paint hair? Yes.
Yes,
on our
actually,
YouTube channel.
Yep,
Christina made like a 3-part series.
Yep, 3-part series on how to shade hair and render it.
You have all the volumes of the manga Tokyo Ghoul. Ooh, nice. That's fun. Yeah. Someone set off fireworks and my dad joked we got bombed.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, your dad's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
Man, 2 cities worth of power outage. That is insane. I mean, then again, like when it's hurricane season in Miami, like basically big power outages happen all the time. So it just feels like it is pretty weird though that it just strangely happened like that. Well, I think I'm ready to head off.
I'm ready to head off too. What a good chat.
Yeah, it's fun.
What should we do tomorrow? It's Friday. If
we
Fox's
did-
power's back on by tomorrow, heck, if Fox's power's off tomorrow, we're gonna play Roblox all night and have super fun.
Well, I was even thinking I wouldn't mind doing a Draw Me stream again.
We could do that. What do you think of like a Draw Me stream?
Just a kind of brain rotty stream.
Complete and utter brain rot.
And then, you know, you can do
nonsense.
your studies on the side, and we can do some tutorials on the side as well, like if we feel like it.
Yeah.
Hope the horse do
skip school. Bruh. Big brain.
Big brain. I guess I'm just kind of in the mood to draw like Moe style and brain rot and just not think, you know.
Dude, I can't believe how good the artist of One Punch Man is.
Ooh.
So
I
good.
know, it's so pro.
He's so good, dude. It's insanity.
He draws guys well, draws girls well.
Yusuke Murata.
People have definitely asked about him, like, oh, what do you think about Yusuke Murata? But I never knew
Dude,
his
he's
name.
so good.
He's very good.
I knew his name. I just didn't remember it at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's so
Fubuki.
stinking good. Can I zoom in here? I think I can. Oh, I can. Dude, it's so high res. This is way better than the physical version. Like, I like physical books, but oh my gosh, dude. So good. I love Saitama's hoodie.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is gonna be it. Ooh, I'm glad you remembered that.
Sushi?
Sushi. I would have forgotten about it and we would have woke up and been like,
We had sushi.
no.
Alright, bet.
Bet. Do people still say bet?
I think so.
Alrighty, chat. Thank you for hanging out, showing up, and spending time with us. I love it how Fox only comes and hangs out with us because she's like, there's literally nothing else to do. It's dark, and I only have my phone.
We love you, Fox.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. Yeah, why not? I didn't know it could go so high pitched. I knew you could.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Bruh. Okay.
What?
Good night. See ya. Keep me updated, Fox.
Yep.
Laters.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, YouTube. We'll talk to you later.